Howdy, how are y'all doing today? I am Nick, I am the NFT Don, and what we're talking about is a new up-and-coming game I want y'all to all check out, Gunstar-Metaverse. Now, Gunstar-Metaverse is a new, massively online played game with a little RPG gaming connected to it, so you can do a little whoosh, whoosh, whoosh of RPG game on there. But through that, I want to understand this one thing. This is a very risky investment. I'm not telling you to invest in it or to not invest into it. I'm just saying this is a new game coming out. It has a market cap of $10 million with a fully diluted market cap of $200 million. Now, before we get into anything else, let's just talk about these are my own opinions. I don't really care what you think. These are my opinions to this game and what I think is going to happen to this game in the future. So, before we get into anything else, let's talk about two things. The total value of NFT sales in 2020, so the total value of NFT sales in 2021, just the first half of 2021, so Q1 and Q2. As you can see here, the total value of NFT sales in 2020 was $250 million, which really in a sector is not that much. Now, if we think about literally 6 months later, you have $2.5 billion in the market for the first half of 2021. That is an insane amount. Now, I want people to understand this is a fastly growing market, very volatile, and people believe that, or Gunstar believes that, the global gaming market forecasted by 2025 is going to be $256 billion. Now, I want everyone to also know these are just numbers, right? People are just saying this because this is what they believe in, but it's not a fact. So that is a good number to use just to keep it in your head to see what happens. But $250 billion is what they predict for the gaming market to be in 2025. DeFi is about 3% of the financial market, so you can think of that what you want. The fundamentals of this game are having a pet, having a house, and using your pet and house to create wealth in your character. Now, the point of the game is a turn-based artillery game focusing on skills and game analysis. It's a 2D game that has major components of both ballistic and base simulation games. Base simulation games meaning you and your partner or your enemy take turns fighting each other or using your characters in order to win. Now, the ability to understand this project on a fundamental level revolves around the pets. Now, you have 23 pets, all having different values as NFTs should. These pets are equivalent to NFTs, they are NFTs. Just as all men are not created equal, all pets are not created equal. Because it's an NFT, there are different systems, one's better than the other. But also, they have this concept called burning. And what burning is you can collect pet shards in order to combine these pet shards into a previous NFT to create a higher value. Now, in theory, this is what happens in the market. You create a higher demand, which then due to limited supply, creates a higher value of it. So, if you have two things that are worse, combine them together to make one thing that's better. That one thing that's better at the end of the day is going to what's matter. Then you burning those two NFTs to create that one gets rid of the supply, creating a higher demand, then creating a higher price. This is all theory. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes. Now, your pets define you in this game. Your pets have all the power. All pets are not created equal, okay? Some cost $10,000, some cost $1,000, some cost $100,000. So they've also implemented a rent system in this game, where if you don't have any funds to buy a pet yourself, you can rent a pet. Use that pet that you rented to play the game, win, or do what you want with the pet. But then at the end of the day or end of the week, depending on how long you use that rented pet for, you get the earnings you have minus some of the earnings that go to the actual owner of the pet, which is then you paying for the rented pet. So next we're going to talk about is the tokenomics of this game. There are two tokens in this game. You have the soft and you have the governance. Now, before we get into any definitions, which is what I like to give out so people don't get confused, a governance token in a way is a token that developers create to allow holders to help influence the future of the protocol. You can influence decisions made on the projects or proposals to even change the system itself. So the first token we're going to talk about is GST. Now, GST is the main governance token and the main token that has real value in this game. I believe it is at 52 cents right now with a $10 million market cap and a $200 million diluted market cap. And in order to figure that out, it's really easy math, super easy. You got 50 cents, that's what the coin costs. GST costs 50 cents. There are 20 million in circulating supply right now, so 20 million times 0.5 is 10 million. That's the market cap. Now, let's look at diluted market cap. Diluted market cap, there's 400 million total supply, multiply it by 0.5, 200 million for the diluted market cap. Super easy numbers to think of. There are a whole bunch of tokens not released yet due to the game not being released, but let's get into the nitty-gritties of the coin and what you use the coin for. So the coin, you get the coin by participating in arenas, ranking yourself up, and of course, if you really want to, you can just go to the marketplace on Binance or PancakeSwap or anything that has Binance, Binance mainnet. You can then use USD, Binance, Ethereum to buy that coin and implement it in the game. And then you use these coins just like every other coin for staking, governance, exchanging NFT pets, borrowing pets, and buying and selling NFT houses. Now, the buying and selling NFT houses you can think of as land. You need a house in order to run around the game. You need the house in order to have your pet. You need the house for everything. So house is king, land is king. You can think of a house as the pet in this game, or you can think of a house as land in this game. Then they've implemented a borrowing pet system like we just talked about, where you use your pet and you rent it out to someone and they come pay you back their earnings after they're done, or a certain proportion of their earnings after they're done. So now that we got the first one out of the way, let's get to the soft currency. Now what a soft currency is, in terms is the, I want to put it in layman terms so people can understand it, but it's the overall use of the coin is equivalent to XP in a game. So let's say you level up and gain XP. The more you gain, the more you become a higher level, the more you win, and the more higher level you become, the more you can accumulate. Then you can accumulate all of those and turn those GSC into a real token GST, the real governance token with a real value. Now all this is under Binance, and remember this right here on the screen is the GSC token, and then previously this is the GST token, this raging chicken with two machine guns on the side, which I would love to have one of these things. So those are the two tokens on Binance. You can buy both of the tokens, and they are used for in-game looting, merging pets, and then paying house rental fees soon. The house rental fees will be, you can rent land as if you rented pets, just like in Decentraland where you can lease land, which is pretty crazy to me. So through this, we look at the private sale. Private sale had 1.8 million with a 3-cent token price. The seed sale had 408,000 with 0.02 token price, and the public sale had 0.03, which is 3 cents, with $264,000 in collected total price. Now these other price per token in collected USD are not out yet because the game is still in alpha testing or closed alpha testing. Because of this, there's going to be a lot more money put into this game in the future. So this is why I believe it is a hidden gem, in my opinion. Remember, my opinion. It could 10x, 20x, 30x. Remember, it could also go to 0. It could easily go to 0. So take that into mind, take that in consideration, and let's move on. The next, staking. Staking is a process of locking/staking your cryptocurrency in a pool to support the local chain you're using. It has a very high risk due to liquidation. Now, I like to put these definitions and terms in here just to give you a layman's terms of what they mean. Now, liquidation refers to an exchange forcefully closes a trader's leverage position due to a partial or total loss of the trader's initial margins. Now, it happens in layman's terms when the trader is unable to meet the required leverage for a position, right? So a required leverage means they don't have the significant amount of funds to keep the trade open. Now, as we talked about before, governance token allows you to just shape the future of the protocol and help influence decisions concerning the project as a proposal or deciding new product features for the system itself. So as you can see here with the token allocation, I'm not going to go into it too much, but there was a 400 million total supply in the Binance Smart Chain. Now, let's get right into the business. The reason, or one of the reasons why I like this game is it's new. First of all, it's a PDE, and it had a very nice list of VC funds that were investing in it, from Wings Venture to Black Venture to Raptor Capital and to notable other blockchain investors. They had a $2.8 billion seed, $2.3 billion seed run, the first one. And GuildFi, another big right here, as you can see. If you look up GuildFi, great company. We can look it up right here. Great company. Everything they do, all their investments are literally great. I haven't seen a bad GuildFi investment, to be honest. You can stake on here. They have a whole bunch of things, as you can see right here, that are invested into them, that they're invested into. Axie Infinity, Cyball, and as usual, Gunstar-Metaverse. So, as well, Gunstar-Metaverse, here's the site for it. The site is a little, to be honest, crappy right now. I don't like the way it runs. It's a little too 2D-ish for me. It looks like someone just put this dragon in here, copy and pasted it, and put some gorilla and copy and pasted it. And this is not the game. This is not what the game looks like, which I don't understand why they have that on here. But this game's going to be fun. It's going to be big. So, where human and pets share their lives together. So, players need to accumulate enough GAC by completing missions on Pearl Island to then enter the Sky Island where monsters are occupied. There are numerous islands where inhabited by mythical creatures where humans have never stepped foot on. Now, to break this down for you, to put it in freaking simple terms, is there's a whole bunch of different worlds and universes in this game that you can travel to if you have enough GSC, which is the soft currency in this game. And by completing these worlds and getting enough coins in order to go to the next world, you are creating a higher value in the game because of the more GSC you are using. Here are some of the collectibles you can get, the NFT assets. There are arenas, rankings, marketplace, daily quests, and raid bosses. There's a campaign, which is all play to earn, which is play to earn is going to be the next wave for a little while. All these games are talking about play to earn. And yeah, so as you can see here, this already happened, but in Q3 of 2021, the core game development was created, the smart contract was developed, NFT pets came out. Now the NFT pets are not out yet, but they will be out soon. These two are out. The alpha testing that is happening right now. The closed beta test is also happening, or the alpha test ended and is now on the closed beta. Now this month and the next 2 months, they're going to be adding staking, the marketplace, and they're going to release the V1 version of the game. As soon as they release this game, in my opinion, it's going to skyrocket. Everyone's going to start playing it. It is a great game overall. So I hope you all enjoy. Go take a look into this game. Let me know what you think. Go do some research about it and let me know in the comments. So let's have a good day. Bye bye. Good night. I'm going to watch Spider-Man tonight, so that should be fun. And here's a little gameplay of the game. Bye bye.